Hey everybody, this is Lena, and you're watching Lena's Life. Wow, two in a row. I'm on a streak. Anyway, I titled this little whatever it is that I'm doing here today called Yipee Ya Who, because I don't know who this person is, but um, they seem to have a real fascination, kind of like an obsession with Mark and I. There was a video that was put out by a person who wanted to shame us and everything. And I'm not going to really give them any accolades or anything to refer you to their channel, but I I just find this person um, wherever it is that we appear. Um, this person seems to fill up the comment section and say stuff. And one of the things I was doing that video yesterday where Mark was cooking, obviously, it's okay for him to cook. I mean, it didn't mind the chopping sounds and stuff like that. But Yippee all right. It's like this long message, right? It's like, yikes, doesn't it? Mark is so respectful, chopping, making noise while you talk. Mark is a woman who had apparently the most long, beautiful hair. Why is he not telling you how to take care of it? Well, honestly, everybody, he has been telling me how to take care of it. I'm just not a very good listener. Sometimes I do things kind of like a la cañona, which means my way. And he's always told me, don't don't wash it all the time. Don't condition it all the time. You need to make it, like just once in a while. He's like, I usually never even combed or brushed my hair. I just like let it kind of like the natural oils absorb and stuff. But this person seems to think that Marcus like trying to sabotage my hair or something. But they write, God's sake, what is wrong with you, Mark? Why are you not showing your woman advice? You're so disrespectful when she makes a video. You're like a wee madman making a noise with his toys. Go away and give Lena peace instead of always making it about you. You're jealous and bring her down. And I don't really understand, the thought process. First of all, that a person would waste their time bothering to comment on anything that we do, whether I do a video on this channel, whether we do a video and we have this person blocked on our transition radio channel, so they can't really comment there. But whenever somebody else does a video, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like it's so old, as if I'm like, you know not understanding how things work. I don't know. But anyway, I just find it really odd, and I'm at a loss for who this person could possibly be. I mean, they know so many details about my life, about Mark's life, about our past, about our history, um, and I'm kind of just I don't know. I don't know what to think sometimes. But anyway, enough about that person. I do appreciate the feedback that I was getting from the video that I did yesterday about what to do, how to take care of hair, and that I had a really great comment from Candace, or a few actually, and she gave me some good tips and said, oh, and my hair gets super dry and constantly breaks off, etc., while I'm trying to grow it. So it's so annoying. But I started covering it in coconut oil overnight, and then wash it off the next day, and it really makes a difference. It has to be the organic virgin coconut oil, but it's not too expensive. It's cheaper than a lot of expensive hair products. It really made a difference. So I asked her if she does it once a week and if it's like an overnight treatment. And she said she does it like once a week and leaves it in overnight, and then she washes it off in the morning. But she says that you need to basically shampoo like 2 or 3 times to get the oil out, because the most important thing is to, make sure that you're able to like get the hair, to be saturated with the oil, so it kind of sits in, and then in the shaft, and then in the morning you want to clean it all out because you don't want all that buildup from the oil to take over what, the good things that it's doing internally in the hair. So hi Darcy, I'm doing good, doing good. um we uh we just let me see here. So I have used coconut oil for more. I found it to cause me to break out more, though, is what I told her. Because when I use coconut oil, it tends to like cause breakouts on my face. I don't know what it is. They say that coconut oil is more cosmogenic or something. So it becomes like a more of a topical application. So it doesn't really like absorb into the skin. It kind of sits on top of it. So if you had any traces of makeup or any remnants of any, anything that could, create more problems and stuff. But I do love coconut oil. I think it's a great oil, and I've used it on my hair. And I've done the overnight thing. I just haven't gotten the results that I've wanted out of it. But um, it's all such a learning process. Like I was saying, when you're not socialized and raised and taught all the tricks of the trade and everything, it gets more confusing and confusing to figure out for your own self. And you just learn as you go, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use like one hair treatment just once a week and shampoo my hair once a week when I do that hair treatment, and condition once a week. And that's kind of all that I'm going to do, and see where I end up um, in a couple months. Hopefully with a beautiful mane of hair. It'll be so, I'm sorry, babe. It'll be so wonderful. Um, so I'm kind of moving my show over to the other side because Mark came in and he's going to be serving us and making our food here. But basically, oh, Darcy says, Lena, you should try herbal shampoo and conditioner. It has zero sulfate. It's really gentle on the hair. Try herbal thin hair shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, I have like this purple toner type shampoo that I use like once every 2 weeks to lighten up my highlights and to keep it from getting like really brassy and stuff. So, and I have this other one that has like biotin infused in it that I had bought. So it's supposed to like promote hair growth and stuff. So I've been on this journey for a while now, and but I do appreciate the suggestions and stuff. I'm just, I'm just grateful to even have these issues to talk about, because before I didn't have, the ability to even be concerned, because I was wearing something on over my head and I was more concerned about not ruining my hair because of it. So, but I'm a work in progress. I'm learning as I go. Oh, it's beautiful out here. It's like Look at that. That's the sunset in Arizona. Isn't that nice? Oh, and I got my license, our license plate for our car today. So, um, looking forward to, just getting past all of the hurdles and things that we've been challenged with in the last, I don't know, since we moved here from Portland and before when we first got together. But it's really cool to finally get all those things behind us. We got married. Oh yeah, Darcy says it's got vitamin B and biotin in it. Yeah, I mean, they were telling me you need to use biotin at the hair salon, and I was like, I've been using biotin, and it's been, yeah, I don't think that's the problem. I just, yeah. But anyway, Darcy says, nice. I finally got my medical records changed to male. Congratulations, Darcy. That is such an awesome feeling, isn't it? When you can, you know, get that taken care of, it just feels like, you know, your life is a lot more, I don't know, like complete or something. Because I remember getting my stuff done, I think it was in 2014. I went in and, had the thing with the court and went and had my name changed and everything. And then all of my documents started to reflect my new name and all of my gender change and everything. And it was just so relieving, It's like, it's such a great feeling. And for people that say, oh, it's not real, it's just, legalese and stuff. No, it's really how you choose to portray yourself to the rest of the world. You know, um, it's just a different way of presentation, and it is very different for men and women. It's just different place, different expectations in society, and it's a great feeling to finally feel comfortable, and to have your legal documentation reflect what you present on the outside. And it's just, I really find it to be really, really helpful. Early on in my transition, it was just a very comforting thing. It's like I went and got my license changed. I mean, I went through, like, first off, I had my driver's license, and then they told me one day I was going through TSA traveling and stuff, and they looked at me and they said, you're not going to be able to fly like that anymore. And I go, because I was a regular at the airport, and they're like, oh my gosh, you need to change your ID because you don't look like the picture that you're presenting. And I was like, oh no. And it made me, like, miss my flight. So I literally, that day, I left the line at the airport, and I had to go physically back to my car and then drive over to, like, the nearest license, department, whatever, the DMV. And I needed to go and get all that figured out. But the thing is, I didn't have my gender marker changed. So, or was it my name changed, or I don't know. But for a while there, it was like my old name with a gender marker, and then my new name with it was just confusing. So finally, when I got that all figured out, it was just so relieving, and it means a lot. I did it all. I did my birth certificate because thankfully in the state of California, they allowed your birth certificate to be amended, unlike the state that I was living in Tennessee, which would never allow it. So I was, like, really bummed that I wasn't able, I would have been really bummed if I wouldn't have been able to do that. But I changed my birth certificate, and then the last thing I think that I got changed was my passport. Yeah. And that was really cool to get the passport changed. But all those things are so important. It's so like fulfilling to get that taken care of. And Darcy says, now no more pap smear talk from my medical professionals. LOL. Yeah, that's great, right? You don't have to be reminded and stuff. It's really cool.
Still has his.
But I just wanted to pop on real quick and just, I want to ask Yipee Ya, who are you? I would love to know. I really would. But that goes along for the many, many people. It's like Yipee Ya could get in line with all the people that have heckled me and made fun of me and stuff like that, or want to say mean things and stuff. I just don't know why people find the time to do such things. People literally devote like a week to like edit a video and then look up research, find old videos, cut them out, paste them onto their new video, put music in a soundtrack, and then cut their face back in, and then say things and find other. It's like, how do you do it? How do you find the time? For one, how do you find the time? I mean, but apparently, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people are obsessed with the Cummings. I don't know, or they seem to be. But anyway, Yipee Ya, I would really, this is an open invitation. I would love to have you come on my channel and just share your wisdom. And, we could talk about the things and stuff, and I could finally get an idea of who you are. I mean, isn't it fair? You know everything about me, but I don't know anything about you. You know everything about my husband, but we don't know anything about you. So anyway, but Darcy says, because you changed your medical information to female, does the professional ask you when the last time you had a pap smear? Well, I honestly try to avoid the doctor as much as possible. So last time I went to to a physician was last year when I got my hormones and stuff back in Washington. And I haven't been back because I literally think that I try to avoid it. First of all, it costs an arm and a leg. If you don't have insurance, it costs so much money. And I'm set up with my hormones for now, so I'm good. And until I need my hormones, basically, because I really don't believe in the whole, you need to have your levels checked every 3 months. I mean, it's like, what do these people think? We're made out of money? That we could just walk into a clinic and get get our blood drawn in like 5 different vials, and then they could just, charge us like $350, $400. I mean, I don't have that kind of money. So I just really think that the most important way to take care of yourself is to eat right, to exercise, and to not stress. And, I really am not a fan of the medical community and what they do, what they recommend and stuff. So I just don't think it's really all that necessary, and so I try to stay away as much as possible. Cost me $0 to get my blood taken. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice when you have services, and I think you're in Canada, when you have services that can provide that for you. And when we were living in Portland, there were some services like that that were more affordable and stuff. But here in Arizona, I haven't really looked into it because, like I said, my supply anyway of hormones is still pretty good. So until I need anything, because I'm not just gonna go and and just show up and have my blood drawn. It's just not. I just don't find it to be worth it. Who are you asking to come on the show? Oh, it's this person that comments and made comments on another channel and stuff and seems to find us wherever negative conversation is made about us or whatnot. So basically, this person's named Yipee Ya, and I have an idea of who they are, but I don't know who they are for reals. I'm just trying to figure it out, but that's the game that these people like to play. These anonymous trolls, they like to play this game where guess who I am, this is, I bet you don't know. And it's like, yet they can see our whole history, they can go through my channel, know all these details about me, about Mark. They could go on our channel, and find all kinds of information. But, it's just really, I don't know. It's not fair, you know, but I'm not going to complain. I'm just asking them to come clean. If they're, if they're a good person, if they're not a coward, So Darcy said, do you take shots or pills? I have been taking estradiol pills, the 2 milligram pills for like pretty much most of my transition, and I have done shots, and it was like a weekly thing that Mark always injected me. So I've never really injected myself, but I don't know. I don't know what to think. What's better? What's not? I'm not really quite sure. Actually, I know there are people that swear by injections, and I'm not one of those people because I haven't really found them to be like, oh my God, it's like the bee's knees or whatever, for whatever lack of a word and stuff. But I mean, I'm not really concerned as much about making sure that I take this or that and stuff. I want to be on a regulated dose, but I know that in time that dose is going to not be something that I should be on, because the truth of the matter is that synthetics are dangerous. I mean, and I don't want to lessen that fact. I know Mark always says it's like bullets in the chamber, and after 50, to be honest with you, I mean, other than it being like a placebo effect, I don't know how much they're actually doing for quality of life purposes and feminizing and all that stuff. It's really not, something that in the long term I'll probably be doing. But I don't know. For now, as long as I have them, as long as I still have them available for me, and I still do have a good supply, I'm going to utilize them as much as I can, and figure out how best they can work in my body. But Darcy says, for testosterone, I didn't notice any difference between gel or injections. My endocrinologist said that it doesn't make a difference. Well, I think personally that testosterone injections are like the gold standard. And I've heard that hormone injections across the board, when you get them more bioavailable for you through your bloodstream, that they're going to be better and they're going to react with your body better. But that comes from a person who's taken both, and I'm still kind of like, curious. I've done transdermal patches too. I've done injections off and on. So, but I do believe that testosterone injections, because I think, if that's what's being recommended and that's what is proven to work, I really do think that that is probably the best way for trans men to transition. I understand what you're saying. You think it's a myth that injections work better, but the proof is in the pudding. You know, Mark was off injections. He jumped on the injections, and look at him now. I mean, he's a bear. So, and it was only a matter of like a week, I would say, that he literally like really masculinized. I was on injections for 2 years and it didn't do much. Yeah, I mean, but Mark has been, he had that whole hysterectomy and all that stuff taken care of early on. So the efficiency of it, what he was telling you, I think before, was that maybe, you know, your body is fighting you. So until you get a histo, it may not be as potent for you as, and then again, I don't know. There are other people who have been on injections in a short amount of time. They start, really feeling the effects and stuff. But I think it's a personal thing. Everybody has to kind of experiment, within reason, obviously. But, you experiment and you find out what works for you. If that works for you, then great. But anyway, I better end the broadcast. Dinner is served. We're having what?
Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. I love it. Puerto Ricans love chicken and rice. So I am looking forward to, I think Mark and I are going to do a show later tonight. But we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.